For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Transformers news video. Just a minor update from the last video. Again, I'm mostly normal, or at least whatever the hell I was before. But if at any point I do sound a bit strange, I did have my one wisdom tooth removed on, like, what was it, Tuesday? On Tuesday. So, might sound a bit odd, but I'm pretty sure that, if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't have noticed. But let's just get into the news. So obviously, YOLOPARK had some sort of event. To be honest with you, I don't really look at what events these are. Every time I swear I see someone say Shanghai. But anyway, let's take a look at this. As you can see, we have a YOLOPARK blackout from the first Michael Bay Transformers movie, and he looks absolutely glorious. YOLOPARK seems to really be pushing the Bayverse, and I am honestly so here for it. And it really just starts adding like little twigs, to that fire. Well, it's really sort of just a spark that has been ignited when Michael Bay, was confirmed to be returning to this franchise. Oh, please. Could it really be the return of the Bayverse? Probably not, but at least figure-wise, this is, undeniable. This may genuinely be the most complex looking of the YOLOPARK figures so far. And unfortunately, this is AMK Pro. Now, I already went off on a tangent on this whole AMK Pro thing in my video covering the Optimus Prime and Megatron from Transformers 1. So if you would like to just hear me complain about that for like 5 minutes, go check that video out. But just regarding to this, here I can somewhat understand why this is AMK Pro, because here this is way more complicated design-wise than anything they have done before. Because, like, the Rise of the Beast designs, sure, Scourge is, like, pretty detailed, but as far as the molding goes, he's sort of just a person, he's very, very normal. With Blackout here, obviously, this is not a human physique. There's so many pieces that just stick out, that prod out at random places. This isn't going to be simple to do. And I feel like with the AMK Pro, it's fine. It's fine. I do still think that the Optimus and Megatron, are a bit overpriced, but I feel better about it knowing that you can switch them between Orion Pax and Optimus Prime and D16 and Megatron. I hate that I can't get them, because the only, like, reliable place that I can get them from, or, well, get things from, is Amazon. And unfortunately, they're not shipping to the YOLOPARK Optimus and Megatron aren't shipping to South Africa. So that's lovely. But yes, you can just take a look at this blackout and just see that he is absolutely glorious. This will inevitably be repainted. That's the word I'm looking for. Repainted into Grindor. I don't really think that YOLOPARK will care, and about the scaling, because Grindor is a lot bigger than freaking Blackout. I will say something's off about the chest. I know this is like nitpicking because the rest of the figure is so freaking beautiful, but I don't know, something looks off with the chest. It just looks like he looks like Sydney Sweeney. And carrying on with the Bayverse, we have our first look at Jazz. Now, I have not seen any image. Obviously, I haven't seen every single image on the internet, but from the images I have seen, there are no more, well, there's only one, actually. There is one. But apart from two of them that I've yet to cover, there have been no specifications as to whether these are AMKs or AMK Pros. So I can't really give you much information on that front, unfortunately. But Jazz. This is obviously an interesting figure for them to handle. And yeah, I feel like they got his design pretty freaking spot on. You know, it looks glorious. The head is good. The chest is good. I love the you know, his little blaster. I always thought that was unique for Jazz. And then his accessories. Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I see no difference between that head and the one that's currently on him. Initially, I thought, oh, okay, his visor is, you know, more down on the one that's currently on the figure. But that's just probably the angle of the picture. So what is the point of this head? And on the left there, I mean, obviously that's, you know, an arm. That's his right arm. So is it gonna be just a regular hand, I assume? Because the one on our right, that's how it is in the movie. You know, there's no disputing that. But yeah, I assume that arm on the left is going to be a regular. It's going to have a regular hand at the end. But you know, that begs the question: why remake the entire arm? You know, why not just do the forearm? But I'm not really entirely sure on that part. And honestly, this guy will most likely be an AMK Pro, so that'll be their justification for making it an AMK Pro. Oh, of course. Of course it's an AMK Pro. Anyway, next up is Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. And obviously this is just, you know, an amazing design. One thing that I will say with transforming versions of the original Bayverse design for Optimus, you know, I would say that the transforming versions of him actually look better than model kits and things like that, because I don't know what it is, but a lot of models always I've always feel like the chest, that whole chest area, the like that whole bit just looks too small. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. It could just be a perspective thing, but I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like the whole window, you know, the entire part with the windows, I just feel like it should be bigger. But I mean, just ignoring that, you know, just look at the detail on this guy. Absolutely freaking beautiful. Love the head sculpt. I cannot wait to see a freaking whatchamacallit. The painted version, obviously, because you know, very beautiful colors. This is another image of him, and yes, this is where I saw that Jazz is AMK Pro, so that's lovely. But yeah, Prime looks good. Prime does look really, really good. I'm honestly not even sure if this was confirmed before. I'm pretty sure it was because I feel like I covered it before, but it wasn't painted. I don't believe. I'm pretty sure it was just the gray prototype. But yes, this is the Bumblebee movie Bumblebee from the opening sequence. B127, aka Dylan O'Brien. I mean, realistically, what are you gonna do with this guy color-wise? This should not be an AMK Pro. And it doesn't say that it's an AMK Pro here, so I'm just gonna hope and pray that it isn't. You know, I say that. I say I'm hoping and praying. I'm hoping and praying for you guys, because I'm not buying this. You know, for you guys that actually do buy it, I am hoping that it is just an AMK, because otherwise you are going to be spending like twice the amount. And I mean, there's a blaster, although actually, shit, it has lights. It's gonna be AMK Pro. Fuck. And before we get to the biggest bits of news of the video, yes, those are the small bits. You know, I just thought this was cool to show off. They had a bunch of the TF1 Optimus Primes and Megatrons, including two on the front here. And I mean, bro, they are, oh my god, they're so beautiful. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Prime from this angle looks like he's doing a certain hand gesture which isn't really allowed to be done nowadays. Not gonna comment on that. But bro, Megatron looks beautiful. Oh my god, I want him so badly. I really, really want Megatron, but I can't have him. Fuck, man, Amazon, YOLOPARK, whoever it is that's preventing me from, that's, stopping this from being shipped to South Africa. Fix this, man. I need, I need Megatron. I mean, I'd obviously get Optimus at some point, but like Megatron's the more important one, man. Come on, what is this? But yeah, you can see like some of the parts down there. I'm pretty sure there's more parts. I think the ones on top of the clear little stands, I think that's more of the stuff that you attach and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Obviously, this isn't like new news, but I just thought this was cool to show off. But now getting on to more bits of news, here we have some Bumblebee movie figures. Now, yes, obviously there are two above them. I'm pretty sure you can guess what they both are. But just looking at the ones at the bottom, we have the Cybertronian Bumblebee, which realistically no one cares about because we already saw the version that is painted. And then on the right there, we have the AMK Pro version of the Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime. See, now this case, I don't really actually, hold on a minute. No, there isn't an AMK of the B movie Prime. Shit. See, this is my problem with YOLOPARK. Like, I love their stuff, obviously. I mean, I only have Scourge. But this is why I loved their stuff, is because they were affordable. And then if you wanted to, you could get the AMK Pro version, which is better and has paint, lights, base, everything. But now everything is AMK Pro, and it sucks. It really, really does. Even figures that just don't deserve it, like that Bumblebee. But yes, moving up, we have two big hitters, obviously. Two icons of the Bumblebee movie, despite one of them doing significantly more than the other. On the left, we have the logical man himself, Shockwave. Destroy the launch pad. Let none escape. I mean, Shockwave looks like Shockwave. Like, what am I even meant to say? He looks like Shockwave. So that's lovely. The more important one, really, is Blitzwing on the right. I don't know what's going on with his face, though. What the hell is that? Bro looks like the witch from Brave. He is gonna be coming with a gun. He's gonna be coming with the with like the well, not a Gatling gun, but the blaster that he had in the opening. That is pretty freaking cool. Love the thrusters at the back of his legs. I love the wings. Oh my god, it's gorgeous, man. It's so freaking good. I love that. Again, what's the need for it being an AMK Pro? It's like it's beige, red, and gray. Like, oh my god. I mean, obviously he's a bigger figure, so realistically, out of the four of these, he's the one I can understand being an AMK Pro the most. But still, sucks, man. Another one we have up is Rise of the Beasts RC. And she looks awesome. Thank you, YOLOPARK, for posting this on Instagram. Yeah, you can see she does have the visor. Love the coloring, love the texture on the wheels and everything. Love the chest. Do with this what you want. Please, Lord, tell me that she will have articulated hands. Oh my frickin' Lord, man. And something new for the Bayverse that we have here is Ironhide. Yes, we finally get the painted version of Ironhide, and he looks absolutely glorious. Obviously, exactly like every other Ironhide we have ever seen, because for some reason, they have cooked so well with every Ironhide we have gotten in the last couple of years. The Studio Series, the MPM, the Black Apple, this one is just all so good. The Byway, oh man. But there are two things left to cover, one of which, you can see behind Ironhide. They've done my boy dirty by putting him behind him. We have the AMK Pro Dark of the Moon Sentinel Prime. Look, this guy was inevitable. Come on, man. You have one of the best designs in the live-action Transformers franchise. And there's no way that they wouldn't have done this. Look at that head sculpt, man. The beard. The beard looks exactly like how it did in the movie. You know, the chest looks great. I'm loving the sword. How is he even holding that? What? I'm loving the Sentinel shield. You know, I'm pretty sure those are his fingers that are just, you know, sort of creeping in there. Really, really glorious. You know, of course, Sentinel Prime is probably the best villain. Obviously, Lockdown I still think is the best, but you know, Sentinel Prime is the one that I could 100% see people saying is the best because he was freaking amazing. And oh man, this figure looks so freaking good. I mean, here is a full body image of it. And yeah, it seems like he's holding the sword at like a separate handle, which is strange, but I'm purely guessing. It's stunning. I can't really fault this. I won't be getting this, of course. I have the I don't know what is Aoi mech, the Aoi mech, the OVO one, you know, the original Venerable. I have that one, and that to me is a perfect figure. So I won't be getting this, but if you don't mind a Sentinel Prime not transforming, I think that this may be the best thing you could get. But obviously, we do have one, we'll say 1.5, big reveal, and that is another Dark of the Moon dude. And that is the mighty Megatron. Now, yes, I know that he has technically already been revealed, but there's a reason why I've sort of waited here. And, you know, why my complaining throughout the video on a certain topic will make sense. But this is just a freaking glorious look at him, dude. He is stunning. I love the head sculpt, the chains, the hands, the shotgun, the legs. Oh my god. I just love this design. Now I know what you're thinking, what's so special about this? Why did you leave this to last? Why did you hype this up for the last 2 minutes? There's a reason. That is because of the dude behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, please behold Dark of the Moon Megatron. Yes, it seems like this Megatron will have an AMK and an AMK Pro release. I mean, this is the two of them side by side, and if you look at their labels, you see the one on the left does say AMK Pro, this one doesn't have anything. So I assume that the one on the left is going to be an AMK Pro and the one on the right is just a regular AMK version. Now, what does this mean? Well, probably the one on the left is going to be like perfect, right? It's going to be like perfect movie accuracy, you know, nothing wrong there. The one on the right, though, I do have a feeling as to what they are going to do, and I really don't like this idea. I have a feeling that this guy is going to get the AMK Pros treatment that, you know, Rise of the Beast Scourge got, to where, you know, all brown and rusty and, you know, really disheveled looking. And this guy is going to look terrible. The reason why I say that is because the only other version of Dark of the Moon Megatron we've ever gotten that isn't old and rusted is one of the Unique Toys variants, I believe. It's either a Unique Toys one, or actually Desperado, is that the Unique Toys one? One of the third-party Megatrons, right? They had, I believe it was the Unique Toys one, that they had one that wasn't rusty, and it looked terrible. Oh my god, it was god-awful. And the only other color scheme I could possibly think of is one more akin to the you know, the look of the OG Dark of the Moon Voyager, to where it's that sort of like creamy caramel brown, you know, no rust or anything. That's the only thing I can think of. I am hoping that this guy does end up looking good, because I don't want the AMK Pro one to get all of the love and this one just gets tossed to the side. Because as I said throughout the video, I have been complaining about the figures getting AMK Pros because everything is AMK Pro. You know, every single freaking thing, even Cybertronian Bumblebee, which is like the simplest design ever, and they just made it AMK Pro so they can add lights and shit. Why are they making Megatron a regular AMK and an AMK Pro if they're only going to do the Pro versions for all the others? It annoys me. It really, really does. Because oh my god, I got Scourge because he was affordable and because there's, no other good Scourge to get. Even the Byway version is, not the best. But like, I got it because it was affordable. I'm not gonna pay twice the price just for, extra paint and a few extra parts. Obviously, I can't believe I didn't even mention it. But yes, the AMK Pro version does come with the cloak, so that's lovely. But yeah, this does suck. I wish that every figure here, or at least most of them, had a variant that is just the regular AMK. So yeah, that went on for a very long time. So, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know what you guys think of all of the reveals that have, taken place, and what you think of all of these figures individually, and, more importantly, what do you think of this whole business of them just making everything AMK Pro? Just anything and everything, let me know down in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye.